And then let's talk about the quartet that's going to be in Manhattan trying to get that trophy that you have, in your case, the Heisman Trophy. What is your opinion of this final group of 4 kids coming to Manhattan, Robert?
Well, Rich, I think all of them are qualified and deserving of being there in New York. I'm not the guy that's going to go out and point and say, well, this guy should have been there, not this guy. I will tell you that Malik Neighbors probably should be in New York, and that Jordan Travis from Florida State probably should be in New York. But I'm not going to say that in spite of any other candidate that is in there. The 3 quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, and Michael Penix Jr., a.k.a. Big Penix Energy, they've all had amazing years. Penix led the country in passing yards. Bo Nix was electrifying, 40 passing touchdowns. And you look at Jaden Daniels, I just think that he was the biggest cheat code in all of college football this year. Similar numbers to Bo Nix when it comes to passing touchdowns and yards, but he had 1,000 yards rushing, 10 rushing touchdowns, put him at 50 touchdowns on the year. He had a year that I don't think we've ever seen in college football from a quarterback. And I think he set the NCAA record for QBR in a single season. He's just efficient from the pocket, game-breaking speed. But all these guys were phenomenal. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. is out there playing like his daddy. So, I kind of say sometimes you say that he looks like Marvin Harrison, but it's not like he's fat. You know what I mean? It's more like he's just like Marvin Harrison sitting on Marvin Harrison's shoulders. He's just taller, bigger, a big dude with speed. All these guys are going to be if I was a decision maker, every guy that's in New York would be a high draft pick. That's how much I believe in all 3 of the QBs, and certainly Marvin Harrison Jr.'s ability to be a wide receiver 1 in the NFL.
Is your vote in?
Oh, yeah, my vote's in. I can't disclose it, but my vote is in. I put it in after the championship games, which I encourage everyone to do. Watch everything before you make that decision, because I really felt like Bo Nix had a chance to win it. If Oregon had beaten Washington, it would have taken a lot. I thought he had to score at least 8 touchdowns to make it a conversation for him to win it, but they didn't win it. And I feel like that kind of puts him a little bit behind the 8 ball because he lost twice to one of the other Heisman frontrunners.
See, now I'll push back a little bit here because I know you love having conversations, so I'm going to give you one here. No, seriously, I really dislike conference championship Saturday. Okay. Because again, half the Heisman Trophy finalists did not have an opportunity to give you one more closing statement. Right. Obviously Daniels didn't make it, and I don't know if you're aware, Ohio State lost its last game, right? You're aware of that, Robert? I don't know if I'm breaking news to you. No, but in all seriousness, though, like Marvin Harrison didn't have an opportunity to show off his wares against a stout Iowa defense. Right. So I hate conference championship Saturday, and because I compare it to the final Saturday of the regular season, Iron Bowl, Apple Cup. You've got, obviously, Michigan, Ohio State, Farmageddon. Those are the 4 I keep mentioning. I would love to get conference championship Saturday out. Certainly if it's going to affect a vote from somebody like yourself, Robert.
Yeah, what I would say to that is it's more of you've earned the right to get another opportunity than the other guys not getting an opportunity to showcase themselves. In 2011, when we won the Heisman there at Baylor, we didn't play on conference championship Saturday. So those other guys had opportunities to showcase why they should win the Heisman. And for whatever reason, they did or they didn't. And for me, Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr. both had a grand stage, everyone's eyes on only them to potentially win the Heisman Trophy. And you can say on one guy's behalf, in Penix, he probably did enough to convince some people. And then for Nix, on the other side of it, because he lost, he didn't. So I look at it from a standpoint of Caleb Williams was able to win the Heisman. I believe they played. Did they play on conference championship Saturday? Mm-hmm. I think they did, and they lost, and he still was able to win. So I don't look at it the same way that you do, but I can certainly understand it. It's an advantage to be able to play on conference championship Saturday when everyone's watching, but can you take advantage of it? And it looked like last year that didn't happen for the other guys in Caleb Williams' class, and this year, it may or may not have happened for the guys that are going up against Jaden Daniels.
CRG3, that's you being you right there. This is how excellent you are at what you do. I don't know if you guys just noticed, Robert pushed back with a very salient point in a conversation you had no idea was coming, while also, in a, I think, very humble way, pointed out He didn't need any conference championship game to win his Heisman Trophy. Did you catch that?
I did.
I know. So
if you want to win the Heisman and you don't make conference championship games, just be so emphatically good at what you do before it. You can't be denied. Did I get that? Did I catch all that, Robert? Right there.
The very astute observation.
Okay, that's what I do for a living. Okay, just
and the reason I felt that way about Bo Nix going into this past weekend,
yes,
was he was going to need. I think he had 6 rushing touchdowns and he had 40 pass or 30 some odd passing going in. He was going to need like 8 touchdowns to even be in the same stratosphere as Jaden Daniels. So that's why I thought that had to happen. Or Michael Penix Jr. could have went out and did the same thing and been a Pac-12 champion, because there's people who are going to vote along regional lines, conference lines, which I don't agree with. I think you should just pick the 3 best guys. But that's just the reality of it right now. And Michael Penix Jr. probably convinced some people because of their record and resume and showing up in big games that he can be the Heisman Trophy winner. So I'm interested to see how close the race actually is. But if you look at just purely by the numbers, Jaden Daniels is in a league of his own.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.